Yeah, what's up, BB? Welcome back to the show. Chop it up with Nice. Long time no see. You hear me? Long time no hear, man.
All right. What's up? What's up? Nice. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for tapping back in with me. On the first little part that I put out, it was like a lot of little different comments on there. A lot of people misunderstand like what you was trying to say, as far as like from Humble Park in K Town. Then I had a person on there like a lot of different comments saying like, okay, you snitched on somebody or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I want you to like elaborate or as far as like speak on if you can.
First of all, first of all, let me just clear this up. When me and dude, our beef was personal, and it was with a lot of two niggas put me in a position, basically. And me and dude know what the position is.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
we had a lot of beef. It was a war beef. And basically, our war beef was squashed in a gang meeting, which was his gang and a gang that I was affiliated with. Because I never gang banged. I was just affiliated with a
so
lot of
so this
shit in the
happened like
street.
this like far as when it got squashed, it happened like when you was like inside or outside.
What you mean?
Far as like you said, like it had got squashed. Far as like y'all a gang, whatever the case might be, he in the gang. But you said something had got squashed. He was in the world at this time
What
for
in
real.
the world? This happened in 2002.
Okay.
Basically, our war got like, it got intense. It got bad. You feel me?
Mhm.
And basically, we sat at the table at a restaurant in California in Wabansia. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you broke. In my baby face, raised
Right.
voice, you feel me?
If you know, you know. What? If you don't, you broke. Huh? If you know, you know. What? If you don't, you broke. Huh? If you know, you know. What? If you don't, you broke. Huh? If you know, you know. What? What?
We sat at the restaurant. Basically, it was his people. It was my people. I was the only girl there,
Okay.
and at the end of the meeting, basically, only thing I agreed to was that the war was done and over between us. But I think me and him both left that meeting still not trusting each other. But I can honestly say that after the meeting, like it was times we was at the same club. It was times he jumped in my car. It was times I went to the same crib he was in because he was fucking one of my favorite cousins. You feel me? So
Yeah.
when he made the post, that really bothered me. So
So
I
how you feel
I
about that? How you feel about Foz when he made that post? Like you said, that happened in '02, and right now we in what 2025.
no, basically what happened in like 98, 99. You feel me?
Okay. 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 Okay.
So we fixed our situation in 2002 when it was really getting ugly between us.
Okay.
So I, I just feel like this. We was in a lot of clubs. He done jumped in my car. I done been in cribs he was in. He was fucking my favorite cousin, one of my favorite cousins. So for him to make a post about it, I didn't call him directly, but I went through a three-way. I went to somebody else. And I basically let him know, like, why would you post something like that when me and you, basically, we was cordial. We was cool before I left the world.
But
So he took the post down because he knew he was wrong.
okay. So far as like like was his allegation true? Far as like what he was speaking on.
Keep it a buck. The allegation wasn't true, but what really happened was I let two niggas send me the fuck off. You feel me?
Uh huh. Okay.
When I was like 13, and some real niggas is what cleaned it up for me, and what sat at the gang meeting and told motherfuckers like y'all gonna leave her the fuck alone, cause it got real bad. Like it was really bad on both ends, on my end, on his end. Like, it was really getting like that, basically.
Right. Okay. 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 I get what you're saying on that. And far as like far as from the people who speaking on you from Humble Park in K Town, like what how you feel about that?
Basically, like people's minds don't expand. I'm from Humble Park, born and raised. When I was 14, I moved out. I went to K Town. And, like, if you in K Town off Pulaski and you jump on North Avenue, You gonna hit Central Park in 2 minutes if all the lights are green, right or wrong, nice. If you catch all them lights, I just basically feel like you in K-Town, you could be in Humboldt Park right there. They right next to each other.
Right.
So I was from Humboldt Park and I was from K-Town. So whoever took that the wrong way, let's just clear that up. That's how that went. I was from Humboldt Park in K-Town. And shit, that's what it is. That's why I'm always claim to be, because I left K-Town when I was 14. And shit, that's why I really became who the fuck I was.
Okay, so you saying as far as like K-Town made you who you is, or Humble, as far as Humble Park, you saying they both the same thing? They right there next door.
Basically, I grew up in Park.
Like, what year did you jump off the porch? Like,
I really I started being outside at 12, but I jumped off the porch. I want to say like at 15 is when I hit my first lick. 15 is when I started selling drugs. And basically, like at 15 is when I really, really started having my own empire. I started learning a lot from an old cat that was my friend, who is still my friend. And basically, like at 15 years old is when I started selling drugs and being in the game. You feel me?
right. Your parents, like, where did they stand in your life at that time? Far as like, how was they treating you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Was they involved with you?
Well, my
Or?
parents, one thing I could say about my parents, like when I was a little girl, like my parents used to sell drugs. They used to sell weight, and then they became a product of their environment, which means they started using. But I'm not really going to talk a lot about my parents, but what I can say was they was always good parents. We was fed. We had everything we needed. And shit, I was just bad. Shit, I just didn't listen.
Yeah, okay. Like you say, you just didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? Do you wish you
Yeah,
would
but
have
I
listened?
had a household.
Do you wish you would have
Yeah, I
listened?
had a household with a mom and a dad, and I just didn't listen.
I said, do you wish you would have listened?
Yeah, I do wish I would have listened. Who I was don't define who I am today. I grew up a lot. I don't regret coming to the joint. The joint made me who I am. I got a lot of education. I've grown. And one thing I did teach myself was to stay real no matter if motherfuckers turn fake on me, to never let people's characters change mine.
Right. Far as you saying, like, you jumped off the porch at 15, you at your first lick. Speaking on that, like, what was you going through at that time, like, to do those type of things? Like,
Yeah, basically, like, I was the only girl in my crew. There was a 5-man crew. And so one thing about me was I always maintained my hustle. You feel me? Which was selling my drugs. I always made my recop money. I always maintained my hustle, my crib, my car. But wasn't nothing like getting that extra money too, which a lot of my guys couldn't maintain the hustle. You feel me?
yeah, I get what you're saying.
A lot of niggas didn't. They hustle backwards. They ain't know how to sell drugs, make money, make the recop money. And here I was a girl, and I knew how to maintain my hustle. But shit, back then hitting licks, that's what we did.
That's what really came with the process, what you was going through.
Yeah.
Basically, okay, I get what you're saying on that. You know what I'm saying?
And I was respected as a girl because of my mentality, the way I moved. And motherfuckers knew not to fuck with me because I stayed with a pole and I stayed doing me. You feel me?
Okay. So basically, like you said, you already really came with your own. Ain't nobody put nothing in your hands.
Ain't nobody put shit in my hands. I put shit in niggas' hands when I moved to K-Town and out west. I was self-made.
Right. Is anything like, you know what I'm saying, touch bases on for us, like, that we didn't touch bases on, you know what I'm saying? You definitely can right now, you know what I'm saying, since you got the opportunity to. You hear me?
Right. I just want to say, like, when I come home, ain't no beef with nobody. I'm just ready to come home after I do my 20 years and be successful. And shit, like I said, you know what really happened, and he know it wasn't me. He knows I was sent off.
Right, right.
And at the end of the day,
And that dude is far as the dude who commented on under your post, right?
yeah, he the
Okay.
same nigga who commented, and he the same nigga who took it down.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because you know he took it down.
Yeah, you said that, yeah. Cause I saw, like I said, I saw the comment, but when I went back when you called me again, I didn't see the comment. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because we cool now.
Yeah, that part.
And, yeah, we cool now. You know what I'm saying? We was kids. We was all kids when it happened.
So do you feel
I
like,
was just sent off. I was just sent off by some bitch-ass niggas, which is the reason why I had to locate to K-Town. You feel me?
So basically, this a whole different incident. What happened? He's speaking on something else, for what you ain't locked up for right now, basically, right?
Now, what I'm locked up right now and what happened in '98 is two different stories.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. So basically, in '98, you got far as like in interrogation as a kid. That's what he's saying, right?
I was 13 years old. Nice.
Right. Okay, I get what you're saying.
We was all kids. We was all kids.
Uh-huh.
We was all kids.
Uh-huh.
We was all little kids and didn't know no better. At 13, I really didn't know no better.
Right. So as far as him speaking on under this right now, you feel like he was clout chasing or what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like him speaking on, because this don't got nothing to do with as far as like what happened in '98.
But at the end of the day, let me tell you this, I'm all lady and I'm all woman, and the way I approached him was like a lady, and he took the comment down because, like I said, wasn't no beef before I left, ain't gonna be no beef when I come back, because my plan is to come to my city.
That's good.
My plan is to come to my city, enjoy my city, turn my city up, and run my business.
That part.
Because I have a lot of plans for when I come home. And ain't none of it, no negative shit. I'm ready to chase a bag, get a bag, and be successful.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's good as far as like y'all work that out, however y'all work that out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. And
and it was good doing this interview with you. And I would like to shout out to all my girls. Sab, she about to come home. Free Buffy. Free me to his backwards. My daughter Maya, my daughter Mahogany, my sister Vicky, my friend Shinda, even though she mad at me right now. Free us to It's Real. We coming home.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm happy you.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you broke. If you know, you know. If you don't, you broke. If you know, you know. If you don't, you broke. If you know, you know.